John from JO Ventures Outdoors, and today I wanted to do a video on a couple of leather projects I'm working on. One of them is complete, pretty much. I may have to put another coat on it, but of sheen. But one is in progress for a good friend of mine, Pete at Jersey Knife Guy. So I'll show that one first. I think I'm making him a slip for one of his new Rough Riders. And this isn't fully completed yet, Pete, but it's getting there. So let me just explain a little bit on this one. Of course, it's been cut and dyed and stamped, and that all happens first, and then it's glued together. So right now it's at the glued stage. I've also done some trimming on the leather to trim that out a little bit. I will go back and dye this and burnish that edge after I stitch it. So next I'll have to mark the stitching line and then punch the holes for the stitches with my stitching iron and stitch that up. I'll also have to install an eyelet for a lanyard and make a lanyard for it. So it's not quite done yet, but Pete, there it is. It's for his new Rough Rider. That's the big long one. That's the only way I know how to describe it. It's a long knife. This is like 6 inches in full length, about 2 inches across. I hope it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. I think it will, but if not, we'll make you another one. But I am sending on a couple other things with this, Pete, so I have to work on those too. But I thought I would at least show you all where I'm at with this particular project. And then the other one is a brand new one for me. I just finished this Hatchet sheath for a friend of mine here locally. And you can see these pop off like that, and the hatchet comes out of there. This is just a Craftsman hatchet, but a really nice one. And he said he wanted a sheath for it. So this just goes right down in here, and then you snap it over on either side. So this was kind of tricky. I've never made a hatchet sheath before. And with a hatchet sheath, you of course need a welt. And so here's a welt on this side. I don't know if you can see that with the lighting. I think you can. But you have to build the weld up on this. It looks a little crude as I look at it at the moment, but it actually turned out pretty decent, I think. But I had to build the weld up here to account for the thickness of the hatchet head. So, and that was tricky, and getting these all to line up was a little bit tricky, but I think it turned out really great, and I love that color. And the snaps gave me a little bit of a fuss too. There's the welt on that end, stitched. Lots of times too with hatchet sheaths you see rivets being used. I did check into that, but I really couldn't find rivets that would work right, and I don't think this is going anywhere, to tell you the truth. These stitches are not going anywhere. So I think this will last for many, many years. I'll probably put another coat of sheen on this because I want extra protection. This will be outside, you know, in a camping situation or a yard work situation. So I want to make sure I've got enough sheen on this too. And sheen is like a protective conditioner for leather and leather working. So I think that'll work out great. But yeah, it just slides right in here. And, you know, just snaps right over. Hard to do with one hand while you're on the camera. There we go. A little bit stiff there. But yeah, there it is. So I think these are turning out great. This is going to look great, Pete, I think, as soon as I get it finished up. But there's the latest leather project so far. I'm sure there will be more to come. Thank you for watching.